Cool. Yeah. So hi guys. This is Chris from DoraHacks. I'm gonna be the host for today's demo sessions. So today is the second Web3 Hackathon. So Web3 Hackathon is a hackathon and grant program that co-hosted by the Huobi Incubator, Cube Network, and Web3 Scholarship. Um, so it's actually the very first long-term grant hackathon that hosted on DoraHacks. This is a very new initiatives that proposed by us. And the vision for the long-term grants hackathon is to long-termly help builders and projects to build in and contribute in the ecosystem compared with the old traditional one. It's more sustainable and it's more long-term play. Yeah. Today we are very happy to have 4 projects with us, and they are UniAsset, Prestare BitMetis, and POB Protocol. And today we are very happy to have Lucas Liu, who is the Senior Research Manager at Huobi Incubator, to be the guest for today's demo sessions. So welcome, Lucas, and welcome everyone, all of the projects and builders to today's demo sessions. Yeah, so without further ado, let's welcome the very first project to start, which is the BitMetis.
Hi guys, so good to be here. This is Amelia. I'm the CMO of BitMetis. I'll just share my screen first. Okay. Okay, can you guys see it? Okay, I'll just get started. So so basically we are building a decentralized GameFi distribution network with Web3 game DID credentials, multi-dimensional AI analysts, and protocols. And we want to help players to be the owners of their beloved games and empower players equal rights to participate in the gaming revolution. And we started this because we see, even though there's such a bloom in the GameFi industry, we still see many problems were posed behind the vibes. And the first and foremost problem is that we noticed current market is separated by numerous private domain traffic owned by communities, projects, and influencers. So it lacks a platform with wider range user flow and adequate information to integrate it and serves as a native Web3 marketing method to help projects solve co-start problems. And beyond that, we see challenges in GameFi market today. So to conclude, no efficient channel to attract ideal and target users, no integrated platform to acquire valuable alpha information, no unified Web3 game credentials to monetize players' contribution, and no community DAOs to activate players' governance and investment powers. And so our solution is to create a collective-owned distribution network based on Web3 game DID. And our goal is to redistribute the share of value for the Web3 game industry equally to participants. And so there we have the BitMetis network that we are building right now, and we have already developed 3 paths to achieve these goals. So the first one is Metis growth. This whole growth system is based on GDID, and it contains our bounty system and active communities, publicity events like roundtable session, and the Metis growth is used to help project acquire the ideal and target users. We have already launched our bounty tool, which is a primary model of Metis growth with auto distribution after winner list came out, available for NFTs, tokens, whitelist, and USDT, instant verification, available for tasks like Discord, Telegram, Twitter, etc. And we can filter the participants to reach eligible users, like their Twitter account, like their wallet address, their on-chain activities. The second one is Metis Alpha AI. This section is to capture on-chain and off-chain data automatically and provides analysts to discover potential projects. We do have our own research team, which brings out great content such as market report, GameFi research, GameFi introduction video, alpha testing video, things like this. And we are onboarding more researchers and DAOs to build this network with us today, together. And so this part is used to match projects and user based on analysts and GDID data. And the third one is our own tokenomics. We design and build our whole tokenomics to capture and measure the value of user engagement. And the aim is always to motivate users with tokenomics models, stimulates and assets attractiveness to having a more, to enrich their GDID data and having a more sustainable ecosystem. And with our three paths, we believe that we can participate in the whole life circle of a GameFi project. And we have already started to bring things out. We have partnered with several high quality games like Ultiverse, Delicium, Pixels, etc. And also gamer communities like YGGC, Valuna Gaming Guild, and Shadow Legacy, etc. And we already have like over 80,000 wallet user and over 62,000 Twitter followers, and I think we'll keep on building BitMetis network and bring out new orders in the GameFi world. And of course, we will release more GDID related utilities and content soon, such as we are building our own SBT system based on GameFi industry right now. It will release soon, so stay tuned and don't forget to check our website and Twitter for more information. I'm sorry, is there any like live demo part? Do I have to like quick demo of our?
Feel free to demo.
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks. Just a sec. Okay. Yeah, so this is our website. We were launched in February, and pretty much this is the homepage and bounties and research and our featured games like this. And for bounty, it's like you can see the ongoing and upcoming bounty ended, and you can find you participated ones here. And it's pretty simple to use it. Like you can just connect your wallet here and verify if you're eligible to participate, and just follow the task, finish it, and submit it, and just waiting for the results. And if you want it, you can just click here and like claim the reward to your wallet. And for Alpha AI part, this is the noteworthy gains, top price changers, and NFT float price gainers, and community growth for Twitter and Discord. And we also will test their like how active they are, and some of game logs for tracking the community updates and news that are noteworthy, and game profile page. You can check out like this one. You can upvote your favorite game, and you will give them higher ranking here. And like GameFi project, like you can see the game graphic, short intro, and due diligence report that we are posted, token if they are listed, NFT price, and their current like noteworthy games and related research and community part. And and this is BitMetis ID. It's pretty much like a primary model of our GDID profile, and you can connect it to your social page. And you can do a lot of daily tasks to earn the reward token that we are released. And you can also invite your friend to it. And we are adding more features on it soon. Yeah. And for research, you can here. There are game analysts for single games or for GameFi industry. There are also market research for weekly overview and monthly overview. We just posted with Bmart last week, and GameFi videos to check out if you like it. Yeah, this pretty much is about us. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much, Amelia, for the detailed introductions. And Lucas, feel free to hop on for any questions you have.
Yes, thank you, Amelia, for the detailed introduction of BitMetis. And can you introduce more about the business model of your product and how do you see your platform 6 to 12 months from now in the future?
Yeah, sure. For business model, we just a sec. For us, we love to first we want to onboard more Web3 or Web2 gamers to form a user growth network with NFT influencers and gaming community, so that we have a powerful gamer growth network. Then we use this to serve it as growth service for builders, influencers, and projects if they need it. And we use the growth service, the income from that part, and we share it with our the network, with our users, with our communities, with others partnership that we have. And we believe that this will be a healthy ecosystem instead of just traditional income. If they have marketing method, they have to go to someone and will pay them, and usually it's the middleman, they get all the revenue instead of the true gamer or the true investor. They have the share value of this part of it. So, and we believe that that is our business model. And for the 3 to 6 months, right? We are onboarding more games and influencers, like we said, and we are designing something for us to benefit both of us, whether you are guilds or communities or investor DAOs or content creators. We can onboard them all together with us, and with our tokenomics incentive and user to participate in the game in the distribution. And we currently have over 80,000 wallet user, and we believe that in 6 months we want to growth into 250,000 wallet user for us. Yeah.
Thank you, Amelia. I was really excited to see what you guys been doing in the GameFi market or industry. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, great. Yeah, thank you very much, Amelia, again. And let's jump to the next project today, which is the Prestare Finance. Yeah, Alex.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Chris. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen here? Okay, hello everyone. I'm Alex, the CEO of the Prestare, and I'm very glad to be here to share our protocols with you guys today. And the Prestare is a DeFi lending protocol that offers a lower collateral ratio and can even support under-collateralized loans. And we know that most protocols on the market, they are over-collateralized, like Compound and Aave. You can see their collateral ratio here. And we also know that over-collateralization is very inefficient in the usage of capital and also creates a barrier for ordinary people to enter the DeFi space. And on the other side, some other protocols which claims they can achieve under-collateralization or zero collateralization, they only KYC and cooperate with some other CeFi institutions. But after the fall of 3AC Capital, 3 Arrow Capital, and the sales this year, we find there is a huge credit risk behind that. So for Prestare, we have another method to reduce our users' collateral requirement, but in a trustless way. So the mechanism of the under-collateralized borrowing is quite simple. We just based on the interest payment from our borrowers, and we allow them to borrow more in the next time. And the whole process, we just make sure the loan they can take out will less than their collateral plus the past interest payment we earned from our borrowers. And this, which means our whole system is still over-collateralized to ensure our solvency. And for specific person, they can have a lower collateral ratio and increase their capital efficiency. So how can we achieve that? The core difference between Compound and Prestare is the way we deal with the interest payment. Actually, we know that Compound or Aave, they will take like 20% of the interest payment as a reserve. And for Compound, they just put it here and say they will give to their liquidity providers in the future. But for Prestare, we want to use it in advance, not in the future. We want to give it to our borrowers now, but we are not directly to give the reserve to our borrowers. We make a copy and we call them credit token, and one credit token backed by $1 assets in our reserve. And then we give the credit token to borrowers to encourage their borrowing activities on our platform. So this is how we achieve the under-collateralized borrowing. And let me give you an example to show how borrowers interact with our protocol. So if you are new here to our platform, and the first time borrowing, you are still over-collateralized and have the same collateral ratio as you have on other protocols. But after you pay your loan, you will have credit token. And of course, how many credit token you can get will depend on your interest payment. And the second time with your credit tokens, you can borrow more money on our platform. So maybe the second time you are still over-collateralized, but you already have a lower collateral ratio than other protocols. And if you keep borrowing on our platform, you can have more credit tokens. And of course, one day you can achieve under-collateralization. So this is basically how our platform works. And you can say this is a process that we want to build the credit worthiness and have a long relationship with our users. And here we have a credit risk. Have a risk management system on our credit token, and this formula determines how many money you can take out. It looks complex, but the idea is just quite simple. If you have a loan, if you have a higher loan to value, one credit token can only help you borrow this money. But if you have a lower loan to value, one credit token can help you borrow more money. So it is our basic idea here. And we also have a redemption scheme for our credit token. So our credit token here it is transferable and tradable. It is okay because it's backed by the real capital. So when the market price of the credit token is very low, you can use one credit token to you can redeem one credit token on our platform for to exchange like 16 cents out. So under this redemption, when the market price of the credit token being attacked or something happens, we prefer users to redeem credit token on our platform. In this way, users can gain more, and we can lose this, because if they just buy lots of credit tokens and take monies from our platform, if they default, the reserve behind the credit token will be given to the liquidators or lenders. So there is a risk that our reserve pool would be drained out. So under this redemption, we can still keep like 20% of the credit token on our platform. So it can also stabilize the credit token's price, and we can obtain a 14% reduction in the exposure at default. And we have another credit system. We call them credit score, and the credit score not only depend on the interest payment we earn from users, it also depend on the default events. So if you default, it will damage your credit score, and your credit score will influence the utility of your credit token. So it's not, your credit score will not determine your culture ratio directly, but will influence your utility of credit token, which means if you have a lower credit score, one credit token, if you want to borrow money on our platform with credit token, one credit token can help you borrow this. So in this way, so you can say our system will all depends on credit token, and the credit token will finally determine your final culture ratio. And there is some other promotions on our platform. They're also quite interesting, but we just keep today. And this is our PRS economics. PRS is our governance token, and here we introduced the V token economics from the curve, and you can see our revenue models here. The credit token redemption is 14% as we introduced, and the unstaking fee is 20%. So the unstaking fee means we will, after you finish your borrowing, and we will give you credit token, but we will not directly send to your address. And if you want to withdraw your credit token, you need to pay like 20% of the unstaking fee. So you can say in these two scenarios, we don't want to say these situations happen, because we want people keep their credit token. So it maybe takes a little bit higher, and we will also take like 10% of the borrow spread every borrow transactions. And this is our tokenomics: 15 for community, 20 for investors, 20% for team, and 7% for reserve, and 3% for IDO. And this is our team members, and we are a team from HKUST Capital FinTech Lab, and we all have rich experience in the DeFi world. You can check it. You can check this page. I will send my link, our deck link in the chat box later. And so we are in this phase now. So we are looking for the token investment, and we also aim to launch on the testnet in the end of this year, and launch on the mainnet in the next year. Okay, thank you. And let me show you guys our landing page. Okay, screens, those. Yeah, and this is our landing page, and you can follow our Twitter, Discord, and here is some important features of our protocol. This is how our credit token works, and our credit score, and the permissionless listing with our isolated asset tiers. And actually, this part is also very interesting. And if you are interested in this part, you can read more. We put our documents here. You can find every details in this page. Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much, Alex. Lucas, it's your time.
Yes, thank you, Alex. So I got two questions, and the first one is like, so how do you control like the risk of the overdue loan? For example, if the DeFi hackers they could build up like thousands of accounts, thousands of wallet address, and just drain the lending pool over and over. So, and they will never pay back. So is the whole system gonna work? And how do you like prevent this kind of risk?
Okay, thank you for your question, Lucas. As we introduced, actually, the whole system is still over capitalized, which means actually the money you can take out will less than the capital plus the interest payment you pay to us in the before. So actually, if you can like learn the loan, can borrow a lot of money and you want to default, you need to have some credit token first. And the credit token actually means we already you already like take some interest payment from you. The credit token actually depends on your interest payment to our protocols, right? So it can happen. It's just like if you it can be happen if you just like borrow some money and to get more and more credit token, and the process you get your credit token, you need to pay the interest to our platform. Yeah, this is the basic idea. So we don't worry about that scenarios too much.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, thanks a lot, Alex. Let's jump to the third project today. Hi, Jane.
Cool.
Hi, Bob. How are you guys?
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Bob, and I'm co-founder of POB Protocol. And today I'm gonna share with you our proof of build protocol. It's a protocol for decentralized workforce. It's the on-chain collaboration layer based on a decentralized workflow. So the background info for this project is because of COVID-19 and the widespread adoption of Zoom calls and remote working sessions and settings like this, more and more companies and projects are using new remote-based, decentralized, and also anonymous work experience. However, due to the asynchronized nature of this type of work, it actually causes a lot of problems. And we see, especially in Web3 projects, because a lot of Web3 projects is doing work this way. There are three main problems we are trying to solve. One is we say proof of work, which means it's extremely hard for workers to actually prove what they have worked on, and it's very hard to verify who has done the work. And it's extremely difficult for, especially in a remote setting, to actually give the credit to where credit is due. The second thing is data silos. So there are a lot of, especially for Web3 projects, there are a lot of people working on multiple projects at the same time, and they're in different DAOs, different organizations, and they are contributing in different ways. But the contribution they are contributing within different organizations or DAOs or projects, it's very hard to share with each other. So there are data silos within these projects, and in a lifetime of the user or the worker, it's very hard to verify if he is actually good or not. The third thing is we call value capture. So in a traditional workforce, the value capture is very simple. Like you only use incentives like a bonus to give you at the end of the year. But now the value capture is actually even faster, and we have more ways to give users incentives like NFTs or SBTs as an identity or as our different types of token. So we want to have the value capture faster and have the earned value reflect the actual work that you do. And all these things are connecting to one thing, we call it work clock. So all the work needs to be done. A lot of them will be online, and all of them will produce data like a work log. And we want to use these work log to solve the problems. So we have three main target solutions for this issue. One thing we call is on-chain collaboration. So we want to make sure the work the whole workflow is actually recorded, and we can put the whole workflow instead of the whole workflow will be on chain, and the work will be, there's a requirement submitted by issuer, and the issue of the work will be taken by someone else, and there's a verifier for the work to verify if the work is good or not. So the whole workflow will be recorded on chain, and it could be used for further proof that the worker actually did the work. The second thing is open protocol, so everyone can use the protocol that we build, and we are providing services for different DAO SaaS tools or different like projects, and they basically use our SDK to build their own type of identity or worker identity, and could be shared between organizations. So that's why we build a protocol in an open way. The third thing is we have out-of-box token solutions. So we allows you to attach a SBT for the work you have done after the worker finished the work. We will issue a SBT to the worker, and also we will as a credential, and also we'll have a different token. We support different types of token for the work. So it could be any ERC20 token, and currently we support all the stablecoin as well. So there's a simple graph to show what I was talking about. On the right side, there are four main user stories you are trying to solve. So for a developer, they could use our SDK to build their own type of workflow. The workflow have different types. You could build a workflow for example, like recruiting, or for like verification, or running reimbursement, things like that. And for the issuer, after the developer have built the workflow, and there are different types of template for different user scenarios, the issuer can simply use the existing workflow template to issue the task. So let's say if the developer has already built like a reimbursement workflow, and the issuer, let's say it's a DAO organization, they can simply use the existing one and run the reimbursement process for their organization, so they can do the release of the workflow. And the third user story we say is the taker. So basically it's the worker actually do the work. It could be the one who is running the reimbursement, or it could be the designer who is actually doing the work, doing the design work. And the last thing will be the reviewer. So the reviewer will be the one who approve if the work is on part of the quality they want to see or not. And after they approve, it goes to the left side. There are two things that's out of the box that we support. One is the reputation credential, which is SBT. You can simply use our SDK and like very easily create your own SBT as a work identity, or like a credential for the taker of the work. The second thing is the incentive token. So we support stablecoin, other ERC20 tokens, and also our own POB token later on next year as well. So in terms of the product landscape and where we are, so as you can see on the left side, we are at the bottom of the whole flow, and the customer that we are serving actually is SaaS providers. So there are a lot of different tools. Currently, they are helping DAOs to work on recruiting. They're helping them to run payrolls. They're helping them to run airdrops, things like that. But we are providing infrastructure for them to easily build a workflow and add different tasks and creating templates, and also issue their tokens or issue other tokens to the user of the SaaS service. And by doing that, we use those SaaS providers to connect to different DAOs or companies or any Web3 projects, and they will have their own Web3 users. So this is just a graph to show where we are in the ecosystem. And on the right side, it's basically a flow, like how we want to run this. So the step one is you choose and create a workflow, and we will provide different templates out of the box, like recruiting, payroll, things like that, signature, things like that. And the step two will be you add different tasks within the template. So for example, if it's a recruiting, then you can add different people to verify the recruiting process, the interview process, and we are adding more basically blocks within this workflow all the time. That's what we do. And third thing will be the token reward. You can set up what kind of reward you get after the user finished the task. So it could be stablecoin, ERC20, or SBT that we provide out of the box. And the main value proposition here is we have a standard specification for workflow and task. And it's an open on-chain data, and you don't really need to write any contract code because we provide this for you. And this is a complicated graph, and I don't want to get into details here, but if you're interested, you can contact me later to discuss more details about this, and it's also within our white paper. And this is the token that we're talking about. There are two types. One is the payment, so it's a built-in payment protocol out of the box. We support any ERC20 tokens. And also there are credentials, so it's a built-in SBT template, and you can provide for your workers. And it could also be used for future, let's say, if you want to run a bonus based on this. So what we have done so far on the product side is we have already finished the JavaScript SDK. We have done the on-chain data indexing, and also we have created some workflow template for users to use, like recruiting, bounty, and a general workflow. We have finished that, and also we have some scenarios that we are using currently. So I will introduce a little bit later, but we are also having a DApp built upon the POB protocol because we want to find our use case. So we created a DApp called MetaGem, and we are running recruiting, running bounties, and different crowdsourcing scenarios on MetaGem by using POB. And we are talking with a lot of DAOs and different SaaS providers right now to see if there is any other user scenarios we are lacking. We're still working on that. Like what I mentioned, so this is the product that we built called MetaGem.studio. So simply you can see it as a Web3 product hunt by connecting projects with investors and builders together. I will show a little bit demo later, but basically that's the function of this. And you can use this to connect different projects, and by using POB, you can actually issue different tasks to builders on our platform right now. And in terms of the growth strategy that we'll having, so we have 4 main communities that we are based on. One is Decode, which is one of the largest innovation entrepreneurship community based in Bay Area. And like their entrepreneurship community is supporting us to build the POB protocol and find use cases. On the right side, it's MCME, which is it's a Web3 community based in China, and they're helping us to support the initiative as well. So there are some eco partners that's currently working with us and helping us to build the protocol, like Metaphoro, Common Space, CyberConnect, and all of them are finding use cases within our protocol and trying to build with us within their own projects. So in terms of the team, so I'm Bob. I'm the first one. My background was I was head of product for a unicorn company based in SF, and I decided to do Web3 projects now. And all the other team members, like Carney, he was like head of tech for Alibaba. Jin was like a founder, co-founder of ArcBlock. And AVNTF, he was a community lead for multiple DAO projects and Web3 projects. So yeah, and let me quickly do a product demo. So like I mentioned, there we build a D app, and also we build a protocol. So the D app is very simple. Like you can see, basically it's like a dashboard for different type of projects, and you can see like rankings for them based on the data that we grab from Twitter, from Discord. Basically, we are trying to rank them by popularities, and within different projects, we actually crawl like different data from, let's say, Twitter, GitHub, and also we allow you to invite your team members into these projects, and also issue tasks. So one of the things that we tried is we want to use the POB protocol to issue different tasks, and this is actually a task that we issue as an event planning tool. So we are actually building our global event by growing our product at the same time, and we are inviting different projects to co-host the event with us. And as you can see, all these are based on the POB protocol, and we invite different projects to work with us. And after you basically send us the proposal, we approve it. It will have a verified sign, and the project itself can claim the SBT, which is SBT that we create out of POB for their own projects. And at the same time, as you can see, we have a POB dashboard as well, because it's an open protocol, so everyone can see it in the backend of POB protocol. And this is basically the same thing. Like there are like 20 people applied for hosting this event, and some of them passed, some of them didn't pass. Yeah, that's it on my side. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah, it definitely looks very interesting, Bob. So yeah, Lucas, feel free to ask any questions from your side. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. Again, could you like introduce more about the business model, and are you going to issue any token for the POB protocol or the platform?
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good question. So in terms of business model, we are actually we are running a model very similar to Stripe. So we are providing out-of-box like contracts and out-of-box like tools for different SaaS providers to basically run run workflow and issue tokens. It could be like actual like tokens, or it could be SBT for different types of work. And while they're running the transactions from one end to the other, we will get like certain percentage from this. So let's say like 20% of the stable coin from one project to the builder, it will goes to us as a protocol benefit. But 20% it's just a benchmark. It's just a number. Like we are still discussing this with different projects to find out which number they are preferring to. And in terms of token, we are gonna have our own token later on, probably next year, based on the market. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. So I actually have a questions. You just mentioned like everyone can like create a workflow on the POB protocol, and there's like different characters. And there are two parts. One is the issuers, and another is the reviewers or the viewers.
Yeah.
So like, can they be the same group of the person?
Yes. Actually, by default, we will set as like assigned to yourself, basically. So the issuer will be the reviewer of the task, but also you can invite your team members to do this as well. So it's very similar to like a Jira experience. Like by default, it will just assign to yourself the task, and then like you can invite your team members to the workspace, and they can be the reviewer as well. It is also part of the growth strategy that we are using. Yeah.
Got it. Cool. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Thank you very much, Bob, again for the presentations. Let's jump to the last but not the least product today, which is the UniAssets.
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Feel free to start.
Yeah, so can everyone see my deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are UniAsset.io, and we are the blue chip NFT trading platform for retails. So first thing we believe is the blue chip NFT will be the next Bitcoin, and we help retails to buy BAYC with $1. So if we compare the current market cap of BAYC and BTC, you can see there's a 500 time growth potential. But the problem of NFT is it's so expensive for a single NFT. So we know that there are more than 2 million retail traders now want to get exposure to the blue chip NFT's price movement, but the floor price is too high for effective investing. For example, if I'm a normal investor, I can easily buy 0.01 BTC, but I cannot buy any of the Azuki, any of the Doodles, any of the BAYC. So our solution will be we're going to have an ETF-like DeFi trading platform, allowing them to track blue chip NFT price with $1. We offer high liquidity, instant trading, precise price tracking, highly scalable business model, and straightforward UI UX. So first, let's look at the market sizing and to get an idea of how large is this market. So based on the Dune Analytics data in May, we can see the volume of the NFT trading is 2.5 billion versus 100 million, which is trading the NFT with price more than 1 ETH on OpenSea. And also for the user, it's 400K for the total trading universe versus 20K for the high floor price NFT trading. So our conclusion is 95% of the trading activities are now happening on small NFTs, which is basically some very lame and early stage NFTs without much consensus. So these are all our addressable clients, and also on the other hand, we believe that financial service is a very solid business in crypto. If we look at 2018, which was the last huge bear market of BTC, we can see that the grayscale, their BTC, WBTC premium was always positive, which means as long as people want to invest, the financial service can always make a decent return, even during a bear market. And here is our product overview. So you can check here. So this is our main page. You come here, you come to whole page, and you see this is our featured NFT, which is called the Azuki, and you can buy here. So for example, if you only have 0.01 ETH, you don't have much money, you're retail, then you just type in 0.01 ETH and click trade. Then we can give you the U Azuki, which is a token that is tracking the floor price of Azuki. For example, if Azuki floor price went up 30%, then this token will go up 30%. And if it went down, then this will went down. And this price tracking is provided by our service. Yeah. And so, for example, you want to buy and you bought. Then if you want to sell, for example, you only have like 0.1 Azuki, then you just sell. Then you get 1 ETH instantly, right? You don't have to wait for a bit. And if you want to look through more different projects, then you can just come here. For example, you come to Doodles, you can see their detailed page. It's a full scale trading service. Yeah, and these are all different sites of our website, and also you can earn by ETH. So because when we are selling, when the traders are selling the NFT, we need someone to provide liquidity, and we'll give them a decent APY based on our commission fee, so that they can earn reward with single leg staking for ETH. So this is a high level of how it works. So basically, we have a trading platform, and we have a liquidity pool where people can stake ETH to be the liquidity providers of the NFT trading. And we have a yield reserve, we have a vault. So all the NFTs that are backing our token is in the vault, and the commission fee generated will come to the yield reserve as our return, and some of the return will be distributed to the liquidity pool to the LPs, and LPs will provide liquidity for the traders. And here we come to a more diagram level, which is we are the platform or the middleman they connect trader and market maker. So for traders, they want to get exposure to NFT prices. For example, they think Azuki now is 10 ETH and it's going to go to 1,000 ETH in the next 10 years. Then just buying the Azuki, Azuki on our platform, right? And their cost is they need to provide liquidity fee and commission fee for their trading. And for the other side, the market maker, they can get most of the commission fee and liquidity fee because they're providing the service, the market making service to trader, while they may be suffer from the potential impermanent loss for market making, which means you always have a risk for market making, and sometimes when you're holding something and this price went up and down, then the market maker has a potential loss. But we as a platform, we are established on DeFi, we're established on blockchain, so we take a portion of commission fee as our revenue. But our cost is only the cost of marketing and providing service. We don't get any exposure to the NFT itself. So here's our market comps. We are UniAsset here, and there are some of the unsuccessful predecessors in this NFT DeFi field. So I think here is our edge against them. We are more scalable. We can let users trade NFT with $1. We are highly scalable. We have high liquidity. We have low slippage trading, and we have very straightforward UI and UX, just as you saw on our website. So here's a more detailed version. We know that this is still in very early stage market, and our major competitors have significant deficits in their mechanism design. So for example, we can allow users to directly trade tokens that precisely and livenly track the target blue chip prices, which is ensured by our backend instead of some on-chain DEX market making. While the other competitors, they need to wait for the NFT owners to stake their new NFTs into the vault to launch the fractionalized token. So the tradable amount is very limited, and there's no guarantee of its price. For example, for one of the competitors, they will just, they need to convince one of the BAYC holder to stake their BAYC onto their platform, and they issue the corresponding token. But the issued corresponding token doesn't track anything about the token, the NFT, but they only track the thing that is staked on their platform. And also, they have some security issues, so it's very hard to convince high net worth blue chip NFT holders to stake on their platform. But we don't require anything because we directly buy using the traders' liquidity. And also, we are more scalable than them. They need to convince them one by one, and we just need more people trading, and we got more ETH in our vault so that we can buy more NFTs to back our issue token. And also for liquidity part, we have a higher liquidity because all our NFT tradings are clear on OpenSea and LooksRare, and maybe in the future X2, Y2, which are the most liquid trading markets, while the other models, they trade on their own platform or SushiSwap, right? So there's no guarantee for price. And we offer zero slippage trading because we are tracking this like precisely, right? And also users can buy price tracking tokens in 2 clicks. So which means you come to our homepage and you just input what you want to buy, right? You just select whatever you want to buy and you just click trade, then you get the token. And if you want to sell, then you just sell directly. It's very straightforward and easy to understand. So here's our roadmap and milestones. For 2023 Q1, we're going to have the cold start. And also for Q2, we're going to increase tradable NFT collections. As our liquidity pool grow, we are going to have more modes so that we can issue more NFT collections. So then it's a positive spiral. We can get a higher monthly trading volume. And also for Q3, we're going to affiliate with more market makers to deepen trade liquidity. And maybe we're going to launch utility token, which is UA. So I think essentially we need to have this launching token to complete our whole model. But for now, I think because of the market, we're going to wait for a while to issue a token. And 2024 onwards, we want to expand from NFT trading to general real world or metaverse assets such as real estate. So that's the concept we invented in our project, which is called NBT, NFT backed token. So which means now we have like, for example, stocks, we have ETFs, right? Those shares are all backed by something. And I think instead of trading purely token, I think in the future there's gonna be a 10-time market trading the NFT backed tokens. For example, if you have a real estate, you have a house in metaverse, or you have a very a painting in the metaverse, or a car in the metaverse, you wanna you just wanna collateralize it, then you need to issue the NFT backed securities, NFT backed tokens, right? And we are gonna be the primary broker for you to issue this. And I think in a 10-year long term, we see a great potential for this kind of financial services in metaverse. And here's our team. So I'm Raymond. I worked at the Binance Labs as the investor, and also I was a synthetic derivative trader at Credit Suisse. And here's my co-founder Chen. He is a serial entrepreneur. He founded a series of projects, and he had experiences in product management at Tencent and Sinovation Ventures. And finally, it's our CTO Andrew. He was a full stack developer at Alibaba and Tencent. So here's our contact information, and we'll come to reach out. Yeah, thank you. So do you have any Q&As?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Raymond, for this very impressive presentations. Lucas, feel free to jump in.
Yeah. So, what kind of challenge do you think to face when you're trying to co-start the project? So, how you gonna launch the project from 0 to 1? What sort of a marketing campaign strategy you gonna put in to the work?
Oh yeah, so I think there are two key points for the cold start. The first thing is we need to convey our concept to the retails, right? So because not every retails can understand, we have a token that is tracking the floor price, because nobody had invented or nobody had marketed in this way. So we want to hold a trading competition, and we want to invite some of the retails. So if you retweet our trading competition, then you can join our trading, and if you win money, we're going to give you real money. If you lose money, we won't charge you anything. So by this kind of trading competition, we're going to encourage retails to trade on platform and to experience the trading experience we're going to offer. And also they're going to understand the concept that our UNFT is tracking the Azuki or any blue chip NFT floor price one by one. And this is the concept part. And on the other hand, we think it's also very important to build a community. So we're going to have a Discord channel, and we are going to have early trading reward, and also our culture for the people that are trading on our platform, to cultivate our long-term client that really understand and recognize our platform and grow as our platform.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Raymond, I have a question. So do you I don't know if you covered this, I might miss it this part, but why do you guys choose to do the blue chip NFT at the beginning, but there's also a big market for the long tail NFT assets? Will you target this part in the future as well?
Yeah, so basically I think here explains our ration, but I think it's different from the incentive. So at the very beginning, it's because I trade NFT and our team members trade NFTs, but we just feel like, for example, if I think BAYC is gonna go up, right? But we don't have that enough money to if we buy one BAYC, then our portfolio is gonna be filled up with 30-40% illiquid asset, and this is not something called investing, right? And I think I really wanted someone to provide a platform for me to, if I only have $1,000 to allocate, give me a liquid way to trade this, to track this, instead of letting me to pay the full $300,000 to buy one BAYC and hold it, and also I need to pay LooksRare or OpenSea a very high commission fee, right? So that's the very first incentive. That is, we want someone to provide this service to us because we are NFT investors, we are NFT traders, and we want to have a liquid instrument for the investing. But later we did some market research, and we found, yeah, as you said, 95% of the trading activities are on small NFTs. But the thing is it because they want to invest in small NFTs, or they just cannot invest on expensive NFTs? Because as we all know, right, BAYC now the valuation is only 1 billion, while most of the crypto projects are like 2 billion, 5 billion, 7 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, right? So in the valuation side, it's still not matching the crypto community, not the crypto market. So that means a lot of people still want to buy it. It's still undervalued. So the problem that it's not bought, it's because 95% of the trading activities, they cannot really buy this because they cannot afford it, right? So we want to expand this universe. We don't want the NFTs to be exclusive to rich people, exclusive to those big whales, right? We want everyone to have a stake, everyone to participate in the future of metaverse and the future of NFTs. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, cool. That makes sense. Thank you very much, Raymond, for the explanations. I guess that's it for today. All 4 projects all did a great job doing the demo sessions. Congratulations, you guys, again on winning the Web3 Hackathon. I believe that some of the projects actually the old friends on our platform. I have hosted a few before as well, so it's great to see that you guys are achieving the milestones, achieve the progress on the products, and also keep building in the especially at this terrible market right now. So very looking forward to see in the futures about everything that you guys gonna build. It looks really exciting. And for all the audience, if you guys are interested in any of the products today, feel free to reach out to them. I believe they're very happy to answer any type of the questions that you might have in the futures. And also, if you like today's demo sessions, we will host a bunch of the events like today's. So don't miss out. Please feel free to follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Discord. We have different events and new initiatives probably every month. So very looking forward to meet you guys again in the futures. Yeah. So thank you again, guys. Special thanks to Lucas to contribute your time for today's demonstrations as well. Hope everyone have a great night, great day, and hope you guys can all doing well in the futures. Yeah. Bye bye, guys.